Hello and welcome to Gaming is Therapy. I'm DEFY REALITY and today I'm bringing you episode number 63 of our fantasy EFL football, and it's time to reveal the game week 28 points. How did everyone do? Who got top of the leaderboard on the weekly? Who's still top of the leaderboard on the overall? And who got team of the week? And the biggest question is, who's holding the wooden spoon? Myself or RandomGeezar? Only one way to find out. And this week we're going to start with my team. So how did my misfits do this week? So Wrexham and Wycombe got me 23 points between them. 12 for Wrexham, 11 for Wycombe. Not the best return. Looking at the games they actually had, I expected more points, but I'll take it. I have no choice. But disappointed. More disappointment follows with Bass and Platt from Notts County. The games they had, I expected more from Notts County. Unfortunately, it didn't come to fruition. So Bass with 6, Platt with 7. Massive letdowns. Piagani, my captain, 18 points. We'll take that. We'll run to the hills. We will hide. Wilson, my third defender, got me 13 points, which is respectable. And we move into the midfield, where I chose my heart over my brain. Jack Payne got me 11 points. Thank you, Jack. Really appreciate that. Do love Jack Payne. Colchester United done all right, shall we say. I expected more from them, but do you know what? I'll take their results. Alongside him, I had Molineux, and to be fair, considering how Doncaster actually fared and my history with Molineux, I'll take that. It was a risk, but it actually paid off to a degree. I'm not ecstatic with the points, but it is what it is. I'll take the points, and we'll just move on. And up top, I went with Stevens, and again, I'm really happy that Stevens got me some points. Though when I look at other players in his team and how many points they got, I'm slightly disappointed, but I will take the 9 points. It's nice to get some points on the board. It's obviously not the best double game week. It's a respectable return, so let's just take that, move on, and have a little pork pie at RandomGeezar. So Random went with Doncaster and Wycombe, 21 points between the two. Probably disappointed with the Doncaster with only 9, and understandably. So in goal he went with Sharman. Doncaster 8 points. He also had Molineux, so he got him an 11 points. So not the greatest return, a little bit like my Platt and Bass. Defensive pairing, Johnson and Piagani. Piagani was his captain. 18 points. Must be gutted he did not captain Johnson, who would have got him 48, but 24 was a respectable return. Second midfielder was Kemp with 13, and Randy chose to go with 2 up top, which was Burrell and Stevens. Stevens with the 9, Burrell with the 7. That's a decent 100 point plus week, double game week I should say. So I'm sure he's ecstatic, and I think I'm going to be holding the wooden spoon. Now, before we do get into the weekly table, I would like to welcome 2 more members to our league, which is absolutely fantastic. We're now on 24 participants, which is just monumental. So welcome Game of Stones and welcome No Win City. Now let's not hang about, let's have a look at that table. And as you know, we will go from bottom to top. In 24th position, we have Olaf Stockport with 74 points. In 23rd position, we have Hit Me Baby Kiefer More Time with 78 points. In 22nd position, EFL Fantasy Josh with 80 points. In 21st position, we have Waymaker FC with 82 points. So bragging rights in the Fantasy Josh household goes to Waymaker with just 2 points. You best get your rubber gloves on, mate, and start doing those dishes. In 20th position, we have Inner Zuma 11 with 84 points. In 19th position, we have Chicken Chumeni with 84 points. 18th position, a new participant to the league, Game of Stones with 85 points. 17th position, we have Winning 11 with 85 points. 16th position, we have Bielsa's Babes with 90 points. 15th, we have Super Seagulls EFL with 96. 14th, we have Harv with 96. 13th, I am surprised I actually got 98 points, but yes, in 13th position, myself with 98 points. So the double game week didn't pan out well for everybody, and I'm sure there's a few people like myself who are a little bit disappointed with their return, which makes game week 29 absolutely huge. But before we worry about game week 29, let's get into the top of the weekly leaderboard. So at 12, we have House and Street Estate Agents with 98 points. In 11th position, last week's Team of the Week, Nico Team with 107 points. 10th position, Lord Redas with 107 points. 9th position, Talisman, 110 points. 8th position, Terriers FC with 110. 7th position, decent return, not holding a wooden spoon, makes a change for him. RandomGeezar with 111 points. 6th position, Gooding and Co with 112. 5th position, new entrance, new participant into the league, league is No Win City with 116. Fourth position we have Intimate Champions with 116 points. Third position we have That Tastes Like Promotion with 125 points. Second position Bundy's Boys with 132, but out front in first, returning to the top of the table for a team of the week, is Bojong Swan with 136. That's a cracking return. The top end of the table put in some massive points, so congratulations to you all. But let's have a look at the magic sauce that Bojong Swan used to carve out 136 points. So straight off the bat, very surprised he went with Colchester. Not surprised he went with Wycombe. Colchester with 8 points, Wycombe with 12, so a 20-point return there, but I'm very surprised he went with Colchester. From a team perspective, well balanced, the 3 at the back, the 3-2-1, which we like as a formation. So in goal we've got Goodman with 18 points, his captain Johnson with 48 points. Wimbledon done him a massive favour, some absolutely huge points there. Had Piagani, great little selection, 9 points, and went for Lowe as his third defender. Moving to the midfield, also went for Molineux, some nice points there, 11. We accept that. I feel like I have a hoodoo when it comes to using certain teams like Doncaster and Molineux. Next to him he went with Kemp with 13, and up top he went with Burrell with 7. Probably his biggest disappointment must be Burrell, or maybe Piagani with the 9. I mean, I can't be disappointed with him because I use him as my captain. But overall, 136 point haul, fantastic return, and well done for the selection of Johnson and Goodman. Absolutely mind-boggling to get that amount of points. 136 points. Congratulations on Team of the Week. Is that your second or third? I should actually make a list of how many times people get Team of the Week. Perhaps we'll do that for Season 2, make a little Hall of Fame. I'm digressing, apologies. We'll move straight into the overall leaderboard. And of course, we're going to go from bottom to top. Currently at the bottom of the table, Inner Zuma 11 in 24th position with 2,132 points. 23rd, new entrance, Game of Stones with 2,139 points. 22nd position, still slipping down the table, RandomGeezar with 2,162. 21st we have Winning 11 with 2,165. 20th we have Half with 2,190. 19th we have Olaf Stockport with 2,253. 18th myself with 2,267. So at this current point I'm over 100 points ahead of RandomGeezar. As long as I can keep some form of consistency, come the end of the season Randy will be holding the wooden spoon, and life is good because I will be the world champion. 17th position and has overtaken me. Bearing in mind he hasn't played for a couple of weeks is Gooding and Co with 2,277. So his points haul is actually pretty impressive. If he played those few weeks he missed, he'd probably be in the top half of the table. Unfortunately he's not, so I can only take that as a little bit of banter and say he's actually starting to carve out a lead on me, which is quite worrying. 16th position, Waymaker FC, 2,302 points. 15th we've got Super Seagulls EFL with 2,307. 14th position we have Chicken Chumeni with 2,314. 13th position, 2,350 points, is Hit Me Baby Kiefer More Time. What a competitive lower half of the table. It's actually quite scary how competitive the lower half is, let alone the top half. It's mental. There's going to be a lot of changes as we continue through these weeks. So now let's get into that top half of the table and see who is sitting at the top. So from a first glance, just putting it in perspective, there's at least 4 teams that can possibly break into that top half of the table with ease if they just have a solid game week. That's actually quite mind-boggling. It's a very, very competitive league. This is what I love about fantasy football. So in 12th position, we have Talisman, 2,358 points. 11th position, That Tastes Like Promotion, 2,365 points. 10th position, a non-mover at 10, Terriers FC, 2,377 points. 9th position, unfortunately down 1, is Bielsa's Babes with 2,378 points. 8th position, a new entrance into the league, No Win City, 2,394 points. 7th position, also down a position, is House and Street Estate Agents with 2,435 points. 6th position, up 1 place, Bojong Swan with that fantastic Team of the Week, 2,441 points. Closing in on 5th position, which is Intimate Champions, a non-mover, 2,449 points. Down a position after a poor week is EFL Fantasy Josh, 2,451. Those those 80 points did him some massive damage, as it's allowed Bundy's boys to move up into 3rd position with 2,460 points. 2nd position, Lord Redas, a non-mover, 2,504 points, and still out front, Nicotine in 1st position with 2,565 points. And the worst thing is, or I would say the most guttering thing, it's not the worst thing, the most guttering thing, Lord Redas is probably thinking 107 points, had a decent week, hopefully I've made a dent into Nicotine. No, Nicotine just goes and delivers 107 points. He's made none, he's lost none. That's mental. It is so competitive. Absolutely love it. Nicotine is still out front. He is the man with a massive target on his back currently, but the movement in the table is brilliant. It's great to see teams moving up and down every week, and that makes game week 29 absolutely huge. Absolutely huge. Who will come out on top? Who will get that team in a week? Who will be holding the wooden spoon out of myself and RandomGeezar? Current form, probably me, but there we go. Fantastic week. Congratulations to Bojang Swong on Team of the Week. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to like, comment and subscribe. Honestly, don't be scared. Give us some feedback in the comment section below, and we'll leave it there. And as always, we will catch you later.